There's a rumored final five schools for Shelton Henderson, who just recently decommitted from Duke. Those five schools are Miami with Jay Lucas, who was one of the, if not the lead recruiters on Shelton Henderson the first time. North Carolina, Kentucky, and then Texas and Texas A&M. He is a kid from Texas, from Bel Air, Texas, so a couple Texas schools on there makes sense. Duke's biggest rival, Carolina, involved. Would be interesting to see him go from one to the other. Kentucky, certainly a landing spot that could make a play. And then I think everyone expects the favorite here to be Miami. There could be a decision announced as soon as today on Mr. Shelton Henderson. You're yawning. What do you make of all of this?
Yeah, that's just I'm a serial chronic yawner. It's a downfall, it's a pitfall of me. Um, it had nothing to do with what I feel about with Shelton Henderson. But maybe it does because let's not do this dance. Get ready to throw up the U, buddy. Let's. We knew this was gonna happen. The connections are there with Jay Lucas. Jay Lucas was the main recruiter for him at Duke. The Texas connections are there. I believe there's also like actual family connections. Like Jay Lucas went to high school at Bel Air, not obviously not at the same time. Sheldon Henderson played for John Lucas elite team, I believe, on the EYBL circuit. So basically, Jay Lucas's father, like the connections are all there. Um, the money's there, the role's there. He's going to Miami.
What's your shock level if it's not Miami?
Um, do you remember the moment when like you found out where our Airbnb was in San Antonio?
I do. I will never forget that moment.
Yeah, that level of shock.
Okay. Is Miami the right decision here?
Um,
There's some big, I mean, Carolina and Kentucky are on this list. You just came from a blue blood. I get that Miami, that's your guy. I get it. But like basketball wise, do we think this is the right destination?
I actually think so. I
Talk me
actually do.
through that.
So, Texas, just no. Kentucky, I think you would actually sell him as like the Owe replacement. I can like that's kind of where I would sell you. And I think Owe's coming back. Texas A&M, I think Sheldon Henderson is a tough, hard-nosed player with really great two-way potential. I don't want to pair him with Bucky Ball and Mackenzie Mbako. North Carolina, Hubert, Caleb Wilson. No, thank you. I actually think Miami makes a lot of basketball sense here as well.
We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video. Okay. I guess I can see it. I think to me, like, I don't know. Here's my hard part. I think of the final five, Miami makes sense because you can make arguments against the other four. Like, okay, Kentucky, where do you mix in with OA? Yeah, not great. North Carolina, I think you'd probably make the same argument with Caleb Wilson right now. Like, what exactly is your role on a team that added two really good front court pieces and Caleb Wilson? Um, Texas and Texas A&M, respectfully, new coaches in a lot of chaos. So of the final five, sure, Miami. My thing would just be like, does this have to be his final five? Like once you decide it's not Duke for me, you could theoretically go anywhere, right? Now maybe that happened, but my presumption or my assumption here is that he decommitted from Duke and this just happened so fast they threw like a fake final five together because he knows he's going with Jay. He knows he's going to Miami. Now, applaud Jay if it happens. It's a huge get from Miami. If we're actually playing the like what should Shelton Henderson do game, I would argue like take your recruitment seriously and not just blindly go to Miami with Jay Lucas would be my answer.
Yeah, I get. Well, so but it's all your answer is also not like another school on this list. It would be like actually open it up.
What's happening with Darius Adams right now? He's getting serious interest from places with a lot of money that would actually probably give him a big time role. And now, look, maybe Miami has a lot of money and a big time role for him. Maybe that's just the answer here. But I would at least want to hear who else wants me first. And I feel like that's not happening here. It's just like, I'm out from Duke. I'm going to Miami. Hey, put two schools from my state, Duke's biggest rival, to troll them, and a fourth one on the list,
You don't
right?
like the Duke's biggest rival to troll them move?
I mean, I kind of love it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I guess. Did North Carolina even want him originally? Was that a thing?
To be honest with you, I thought it was Duke or Houston for him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but quickly, where are you at with Shelton Henderson?
Um, I think he's a good player that on a really good team would be the fourth or fifth option.
Yeah. What about like NBA prospects?
Want to see a year first.
Yeah,
Feels like a one contract in the NBA guy to me.
yeah. You remember Okoro?
Yeah.
That's who he gives me vibe. Like if he has a year where he shoots the ball well enough, they'll convince you that oh he's two-way 6'6" athlete and he can knock down the three. Like give me that.
Yeah, I think it's really unlikely to have that happen in Miami under Jay Lucas.
That's
But
that's very true.
but maybe. Never know. Hope I'm wrong. We will have coverage. Should be a commitment today. Today is supposed to be Shelton Henderson Day, so break it down when it happens.